Hey Raybabies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Symone Ray. If you are new here, if you are not, thank you so much for coming back and watching another video with me today. So I want to go ahead and get right into it because I've tried to record this video 3 or 4 times and I don't know, it's just not working out for me, but we gonna make it work, okay? So today we are going to be doing a 2022 goals video. I wanted to have this video last weekend, but like I said, girl, it just didn't work. But it's okay because I'm going to stick to my goals. I'm going to keep pushing through because there's something that happens in life. So as you can see, today I'm going to be using my Artist of Life workbook. I think this workbook is such a cute workbook. I got the digital version and I got the hands-on version because I'm the type of person, like, I like to write. So I like to write on my iPad sometimes and I like to write on paper sometimes. So I just said, let's get both. So we're going to be doing a 2021 recap first, and I just went ahead and kept in my 2021 recap because of the simple fact it was just easier that way, and to keep this video from being an hour long, I said, you know what, let's just keep the recap. So we're going to go right in. Like I said, I love this notebook. It's such a nice notebook. So let's go. It says, goodbye 2021, bye Felicia. Alright, so 2021 was the year that I had a lot of things happen in 2021. I started a business. I became a part of a brotherhood. I love my brothers. Shout out to my brothers. I met some very positive people in my life, and I also read more books. Now, it wasn't many, but it was definitely more than I read last year, like 2020, okay? What worked for me in 2021 was that I was writing everything out. I took things week by week and I kept to-do/goals in front of me. So an example of all of these is that I have a whiteboard in my room, and I'm in college. I work full time. I have children. So I have a business. So I have a very busy life, or like I'm always on go. So it's hard for me to lose track of things if I don't keep track of things. So what I like to do is I like to write everything week by week on my whiteboard, so I know what I got going on for the week, so I know what's going on, where I need to be, what meeting I need to be in tonight. So keeping that whiteboard on the side of my bed and keeping my goals in front of me, it just worked. It worked really well for me in 2021. So I'll continue to do that in 2022. What didn't work for me in 2021 was putting too much on my plate, staying consistent, and overspending. And I plan on, I'm not going to put too much on myself this year. I just feel like, yes, I'm going to stay consistent, which what I'll be talking about next, but I'm not going to be accepting new things in life. Like, I'm going to be definitely accepting new challenges, of course. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm not going to be adding on unnecessary things. I'm going to learn how to say no, which is a very hard thing for me because I am a people pleaser. So I want to tell everybody yes. I want to please everyone. I want to help everyone. I want to go out with everyone. But it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. So I'm not going to be putting too much on my plate this year. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, keep on task, staying consistent, which leads into my next thing that didn't work out for me in 2021. Because I had so much stuff on my plate, I was very inconsistent. Although I try to keep as much stuff going week by week, it was just not working for me. So staying consistent on the goals that I set out prior to, January 1st, I am going to be staying consistent on those things, keeping focusing on those things. Like I said, I'm going to be saying no by all means. I'm not trying to be funny, baby girl. I just cannot, okay? I just cannot. So the third thing that didn't work out for me is overspending. My thing was, once I paid all my bills, once my children were taken care of, once I got everything straightened out, I was like, oh baby, we got money. No, we don't. No, we don't, baby. You need to save. So this year I'm definitely going to be trying to save more. I've been looking at some videos of some like envelope cash, I forget what it's called, but you know, save money like that, girl. And I was like, I think I can do that. So I'm just going to be really just focusing on my finances, my goals, just everything in life that needs attention right now, because it's certain parts of my life that are on like life support and they need attention. So that's that. What did I learn in 2021 was I am responsible for the outcomes in my life. I cannot blame nobody else. I can't, and which that's a hard pill for me to swallow. So I am responsible for all the outcomes of my life. I can change whatever it is that I want to change, and if I can't change it, I'm praying about it. How did my life evolve in 2021? Like I said earlier, by reading more, I read some life-changing books over the last year. And again, I didn't read a lot of books. Like, honestly, I didn't read a lot of books, but I started reading and I started retaining what I read. And really, I got this book, Mindset by Dr. Carol Dweck. It's because that book really made me start back thinking about how important it was for me to be in a positive mindset. Yes, it's hard. Yes, we all kind of dwindle off, but she talked about parenting. She talked about being an employee. She talked about just being the best person that you can be in all areas of life and how your mindset contributes to that. So that book was really A1. I recommend anybody to read it, even if you're a parent. Now, it's not a parenting book, but she talks about it. She talks about a lot of things in life, but just the mindset of everything. So I 10 out of 10 recommend anybody read this book. Who made a difference in my life in 2021 and why? My mentors, they really helped me in 2021. They helped me see that it's other options in situations, it's other things. Like, I can have an issue or a problem, and they give me three ways I can solve it, and I'm like, wow, I never really even thought about it like that. So they are really important to me. So shout out to my mentors as well. What about 2021 I am most grateful for? I put life, my girls, and health, just because y'all know what the circumstances outside and what's going around in the world, okay? And I'm just glad to be in the number one more time. Like, I'll give God the highest honor, and I'm just thankful for that. I'm thankful for my children being all right. Just able to wake up in the morning and be here one more day is nothing I take for granted. So I'm just thankful for that, grateful for that. All right, so list all the moments of pure joy I experienced in 2021. Going to meetings. I had a lot of meetings I went to this last year, and I had so much fun. My daughters, of course, are my girls. They are my walking just joy and happiness. I love those kids so much. And spending time with my family and friends, like I said, it's just being here another day is just something that, I experience pure joy, just being with my family and my kids, and so I'm rambling, but that's that. So now we're going to get into 2022. Y'all, I think I'm just going to say 22 for short, because 2022 is a lot to say. So if you hear me say 22 or 21, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, that's what I'm, referring to, the year, okay? So my word of the year, my theme of the year is growth. And I realized last year that I cannot grow if I am not consistent. So my word this year is growth. What can I do to embody my theme this year is creating healthy routines that leads to habits. And that's another book that I'm about to read. I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of this, but the book Atomic Habits by James Clear is in my Amazon. Oh no, I done bought it. It's in probably Amazon car, whatever, truck as we speak. Coming here. So I'm going to be reading that book. Being proactive, like I said, I can't grow if I'm not doing anything. So being proactive, daily and weekly like check-ins on myself, making sure that I'm doing what I said I was going to do, because we all know we can set a year goal, but you have to break those goals up. You have to break up into months, break it up into weeks, break it up into days. Like me, myself, speaking for me personally, that's how I know I'm going to function. That's how I know I'm going to make it. And holding myself accountable. Like, to be honest with you, I worked out maybe twice last week, and one of my goals on here, as you would see, is for me to work out every day. And to be honest, I didn't meet my goal, but I met my walking, well, my 10,000 steps goal. So just to be active, like holding myself accountable and not being so hard on myself, but again, still holding myself accountable is something that I'm going to do so I can embody growth. All right, and how do I want to feel this year? I want to feel happy, healthy, and at ease. And I know there's something, well, it's feeling at ease right now, just like with all what's going on outside, can be kind of question mark, okay? But anything is possible. We're going to make it work. I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be healthy, and I'm going to be at ease no matter what's going on. How do I want to evolve? Practicing gratitude is something I want to do. Not being so defensive. That's personal to me. That is very personal, and I'm trying not to be so defensive. But that's something I gotta learn. Not being defensive, being authentic to myself. Not saying I'm fake or anything like that, but just being true and honest with myself and being direct. Saying what I say, meaning what I say, and saying what I mean. Okay. So that's that. All right. And what do I want to release? Things that hurt me in the past and people pleasing. Those are two very big things that I want to release. Just let it go so I can move on with my life. Okay? And I haven't made a vision board yet, but I really do want to make one, just because I feel like the reason why my life headed in any direction over the last few years is because I never really had a true vision of where I wanted it to go. All right, moving on into my 22 goals. We're going to be covering a good bit of areas. So I got dream life, 22 goals, health, relationships, career or school if you're still in school, personal growth, money, home, creative, spiritual, and bucket list. So, and I'm not going to be doing my bucket list because I haven't made my vision board yet, so I don't really know what I want to do. I don't know where I want to go. So we're just going to hold off on that momentarily. So let's just go ahead and jump into my dream life. Okay, y'all. So during this part, I sneezed and I was like, oh my God. But this part is just my dream life. What I hope it looks like, what I pray it looks like, what it will look like. So yeah, my bad. So going over to my 2022 goals. Let's do that so I can see a little better. So going over to my 22 goals, one of them, and they're in no particular order, but one of them is time management. I want to get better at managing my time management. And y'all forgive me if I can't spell. I'm sorry. Becoming financially aware. And I put this because how else am I going to become financially free if I'm not financially aware of what's going on, right? So that is one. Another one is waking up early and going to bed early. I feel like the earlier you wake up, the more time you have in the day. And another one of my goals is to save funds for my internship, because when I start my internship I won't be able to work, or at least they advise you not to work, so I need to save as much money as I can for that. So save funds for internship is very important. Okay, another one is to read at least 12 books this year. And that is one book a month to hit, you know what's coming, 1,000 subscribers. This year. Now, of course, I want to hit more. But that's one of the biggest goals for my channel I have right now is two big goals. Is one, to stay consistent with posting videos and hitting 1,000 subscribers. So I think that's amazing. All right, so that's my 22 big girl goals. on to my health goals. So health goals this year, the greatest wealth is health. Yes, it is. How do I want my body to feel? I want my body to feel, I want my body to feel loved, cared for, strong, because we're gonna be in the gym. I know this, like physically, I want it to feel soft. Just throwing it in there. And healthy. Okay? To make that happen, my health and habits and goals, to make that happen, my health habits and goals will be, so I'm going to be working out every day. As I mentioned, I've already failed at that, but tomorrow's a new day. So working out every day. And when I say every day, I'm typically talking about Monday through Friday. Learning to eat healthier. And because we already know, like, eating is a big part of just feeling better and losing weight or gaining weight, whatever you want to do, however you want to look. Eating is a very big part of that. And getting my 10,000 steps in. So that is what I am going to do for my health goals. And it may change over the next few months, but as of right now, that's how I'm feeling. All right, on to relationship goals. Oh, Kurt. I had a friend that I used to work with. She couldn't say "oh Kurt," so she said "oh Kurt." I miss her. Okay, so relationship goals. Who are the most important people in my life? The most important people in my life are my children, so my girls, my boyfriend, can't wait for us to get married, my mom, and of course, like, my siblings. I told y'all I'm real big on family. My siblings. So they are the most important people in my life. What can I do to create deeper and more fulfilling relationships with them? I think what I can do is just be a good listener. And just be, like, I'll say listening, like, actively, because you can be a good listener, but if you're not actually listening, you can miss the whole thing. So listening actively is something that I can do. Let's see, what else can I do to create deeper, and just showing my love, showing love through their love language. Okay. What kind of people / relationships do I want to invite in my life this year? Just only positive vibes. Only positive vibes. That's it. What kind of people? I just want positive people in my life this year. That's all. Wow, looking good. Okay, career goals. So, career goals. What are my career goals for this year? My career goals for this year is to learn one new skill, or like sharpen a skill, or sharpen a skill I have. Am I going off? I think I am. Okay. Skill or sharpen one I have. I think I was pressing too hard there. Another one I have is to organize, or to stay organized. in everything I do. So because last year I realized how 2020 threw me off so bad, and I didn't even realize it until I was going into this year, and I'm like, oh my God, I am completely off track. So please stay organized, or don't get so far behind. And that which leads me into my next one, which is no procrastinating in no parts of life. What do I want to do more of this year? I want to do, and it actually give us little examples on here, and as I was reading those examples, I was like, that's exactly what I want to do. So I want to do more networking this year. That is a goal that I wanted to work on. I wanted to do more networking. I bring my lunch to work, but so I want to say continue bringing my lunch to work, because sometimes I don't continue to bring lunch. And then another one that I wanted to do was of course take risks for work. So those are the networking is the big one I wanted to work on. Hey guys, so somewhere up in between one of these slides, my camera cut off, because after 30 minutes, well, like after 29 minutes and 59 seconds, it cuts off. So I literally went through this whole thing and it stopped like right here in my career goals. So I'm just going to, because I already wrote everything out, so I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of read through what I had, because there's no sense of me erasing this again and starting over again. So and I'm sorry because traffic is so loud today. What do I want to stop doing or do less of? Is putting too much on myself, waiting until the last minute, and doubting myself. Especially this one right here. That one right there, I definitely want to stop doing that. So that's something that I want to stop doing. And what is something I want to do that feels scary or exciting? And I want to start doing just saying my ideas and disagreeing, because I be scared just because I disagree with people, and I'm like, what? I mean, and like to each his own, but this is just me. Like I hate confrontation. I hate other people call. Like I hate confrontation, but it's something that I had to learn, and that I'm still learning. Like it's a way of life. It's just okay. It's not a way of life. Like no one wants to be like confrontational all the time, not me, but it's just, it happens. Like it just happens. Like kind of like constructive criticism. It happens. It needs to happen so we can get better. So, but saying my ideas and disagreeing is something that I want to do, and it's scary / exciting for me. Alright, so over here is my personal growth goals that I had. What would I like to learn this year? I want to learn Spanish. I don't know it fluently, but it is something that I know a little bit of, but I just wanted to learn it this year. I don't know where I'm gonna find the time to, but it's plenty of apps out there that can help me learn it. So I do want to learn it a little bit more. Like they say, if you don't use it, you lose it, and I don't want to lose the little bit I know. So then it's, like I said, a personal growth goal. Books I like to read this year. As I was saying earlier, I have Atomic Habits in the mail as we speak. So that's going to be coming so I can read that. And I want to read Will by Will Smith, to read that book. So these are two books that I definitely want to read this year. Life lessons I'm still learning and working on is definitely taking one day at a time, not being so hard on myself, and creating more happy memories. So money goals. So money goals I have for this year is, how much money do I want to make in 2022 and why? I want to make $50,000 in 22. I want to make this much because of me just wanting to save and having an internship and bills. So it's going to help me by making that much this year. And just how I will make that happen is, again, just by working my job, saving, and I'm thinking about doing a part-time as well, but we shall see about that. How much money do I want to save in 22 and why? I want to save at least $20,000. If I can save more than that, that'd be awesome. I want to do this because, again, my internship is coming up. I don't want to be caught lacking. Okay. How will I make this happen? Basically by creating a savings plan, which I have already done a little bit. So I'm working on it to critique it to see, exactly what I need to be saving, how I'm gonna save. How will I invest money in myself and my growth this year? By completing my school semesters. After I have about 5 semesters left, and that's including like summer classes, so I'm gonna be done soon. But that's how I'm going to invest in myself, by completing school, and then I'm going to invest in myself by using the equipment I have to create content. So I'm excited about that. So we're going right on over to home goals. Like I said earlier, that you guys didn't see or hear, is I wasn't going to do this part because I was like, you know what? I mean, home good, but I don't want to do this part. But I was like, let me read it. So I read it. It literally said, your environment matters more than you think. It's time to bring awareness into your space and see how you can create a place you love. So I was like, wow. That's so true. Your environment really does matter. So I said, I'm gonna do it. So I did this little section right here, and it says, how would I like my home to feel? So I would like my home to feel comfortable, clean. I would like for it to be a thinking space, clutter free, just somewhere like, even when the world's crazy outside and I come home, it's just like a breath of fresh air, like I'm home. So that's exactly how I want my home to feel this year and forever. Alright, so the next part we have is creative goals. What do I want to create this year? Creative wise, that's what I really want to be focused on, is my channel. So I want to spice it up by doing a new intro, like a new song intro, a new intro video, a new banner. I want my thumbnails to be fire, and I just want to learn how to use Procreate. So, and actually going down here, it says, what creative activities do I want to try this year? I plan on being creative with my writings. Like, I just love to write, and my love for writing goes through planning, so that's how I get my writing out. And then videos, I want to, of course, record content, just be able to do things, editing, all that good stuff. So I want to be as creative as I can be this year. On to my spiritual goals. Like I was saying earlier, I just can't do none of this without God. Like, it's just impossible for me to continue to live life without God. Like, I can't. Now don't get me wrong, I mess up, and I ask for forgiveness daily, but God is the head of my life, and I'm really trying to figure things out, and I honestly can't figure it out without Him. So going on to spiritual goals, what makes me come alive? I literally just wrote down being with my family, self-care, self-pampering, and this could be anything. This could be getting my nails done, this could be getting my hair done, this could be just laying down, this could be putting on a mask, taking a shower, putting on lotion, just anything. So like, literally, that makes me feel better when I do those things. And then sleeping and resting, like, honestly, getting some rest, like laying down, getting into the bed, like, that makes me come alive, because when I wake up in the morning, I feel better. So those things makes me come alive. And then the next one is, what will I do? Now, I hope this is what it was talking about, because that's what I did. What will I do to feel my soul? When will I do it? Actually, I didn't put when will I do it, but I kind of did. So praying daily. This is something that fills my soul, that I do to talk to God. And speaking of talking to God, I do that. And being honest with Him kind of helps me as well, because when I'm honest with myself and honest with Him, I can reflect on those things and become a better person. So, and then reading my daily devotional is something that I do every night or every day. And then workout, I'm gonna put daily right there, because there's something that I want to do as well. So working out daily. Okay, so moving right along, I did not do a bucket list because it was like 100 things I want to do before 23, and girl, I ain't even got 10 days into 22 yet, so I don't know. So as it goes on, I may, put something in there. I know it's a few things I want to do. I just don't know what yet. So, my ideal world: a fulfilling life doesn't end with yourself, rather, it extends into your community and those around you. See how you can play a part in shaping a better world for all. So, what changes would I like to see in the world? I literally just wrote down kindness and being genuine. I feel like not enough people are nice anymore these days. Like, we live in a world where it's easy for people to be mean, and it's easy for people to say mean things to people, especially on YouTube or like social media, period. And I don't believe that's what social media was created for. It's just, and like, I really contemplated making YouTube or any social media because of the simple fact of how how easy it is for people to be mean to each other. I just feel like it's hard for people in life already to do certain things in the real world, and here you go just being mean. Like, oh my God, it's terrible. But I would love to see people just be more kind and be more genuine to one another. And then another thing I would like to see in this world is people being able to take care of their families without worrying. People are really living check to check. People are really living just with no money and trying to figure it out, and not able to just take care of themselves and their family. And I just don't think we were here to live like that. So that's something I would love to see change in the world. Now how? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. How will I contribute to the change that I wish to see in the world? Like I said, kindness is free. Being nice to each other doesn't cost nobody a dime. So I think being kind is just, it starts with me. I'm doing random acts of kindness. I never did random acts of kindness, I don't think. But I want to be a little bit more intentional with being random. Supportive, showing love. It's not hard to leave hearts on somebody's YouTube instead of being mean to them. And then I always grew up, if you don't have nothing nice to say, then don't say it at all. Just showing love, being nice to somebody, that's how I'm going to do it. And then and also teaching my children to be nice to other people. So yeah, so that's definitely my goals that I have this year. I'm excited about completing my goals this year. I'm excited about just learning more about myself this year. That completes my video for today. These are my 22 goals. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a chance to sit down and do your goals this year. And if you hadn't, no big deal. Just think about one thing that you want to get better at this year. So until next time, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I love you so much. Bye.